Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today with Mika, and we're taking a look at a new cart we bought. I think she thinks I bought it for her so I can tow her around. Isn't that right? But as you can see right here, this is the cart, the dimensions. I was trying to see if I could find a model number here for you, but it's made by Gorilla Carts. I'll put something in the description if I can find out the exact model number. Other than that, let's open this up so Mika can have somewhere to lay down. Are you serious? How am I supposed to open it now? First thing we gotta do is coax the dog to get off. Come on, Mika. Thank you. Let's pull this off, okay? Here. Lay down. As you can see, we have these metal pieces which are to the sides of the cart. Watch out. And we finally undug the instructions. Good stuff. Oh, nice. Actually looks pretty simple. Looks about the same as every other. Put these tires off to the side because these are probably going to be something we do a little later. No biting with dogs and their crazy obsession with biting tires. No. Alright, we have 4 tires there now. This I'm going to just put off to the side because, again, we're not going to need those probably until the end. Just like that. Gotta check out every piece, don't you? There's the hitch now. Perfect. Okay, so as we can see, looks like that's going to go like that. Now, these are our screws, so really isn't much assembly to this. I was expecting a heck of a lot more. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. These bolts right here go into the one with 2 holes. This one with the singular hole goes into this one. That's cool. They actually cap the threads to protect them. I didn't think this actually had a turning wheel. That is cool. I actually, like I said, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we have our first packet. Number 1. So, this one definitely goes on the front piece. Here. Now this bushing 100% goes underneath that so it can turn. So this yellow disc, go ahead, slide that on. Just like that. And then you should have a bunch of washers and stuff. Alright, so we have 3 washers. And you'll see they're all different sizes, and I'll show you why. The bigger of the washers, Mika, goes like that. Bigger washer, bigger nut. And then this side doesn't take the same thing. You don't need that yellow disc because these ones aren't spinning, these are solid. And these just go like that. What are you doing? Lay down. Somebody's got a lot of energy today. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple sockets so that way we can tighten these down. We have a 24 and a 22 socket. Go ahead, take your ratchet, put it on. We're gonna do, actually let's do the smaller ones first. Now a cool thing for you, you don't have to go too ham with these because they are nylon. Alright, that's getting pretty close. You can tell because this will start to compress a little bit. Again, if you have a long handle ratchet like I do, you do not want to go too crazy with it. Because if you do, what you can do is snap the bolt if you put too much leverage on it. But like I said, you'll be able to actually feel this compress a little bit when you tighten these up. Once you do that, go ahead and go to the front. Now the thing we need to monitor with the front is that we don't go too tight. And that's the bigger of them all. Because if you do, you won't be able to turn the tires if that's what you're planning on doing. So I highly suggest you start it, and then what you do is make sure we've got it. Mika, what are you doing? Not there yet. It's not even settled yet. Okay, where are we at? Oh, almost. Okay. There you go. So depending on how, this is where you would adjust how much strength you want to turn the tires. Like you want some, you don't want it so loose that this is shaking and rattling, but you don't want it tight enough that you can't turn. So now that we've gotten it to this point, what I would suggest we do is attach our toe handle, because that's another leverage point. So take the bolts from number 2. Not from this one. That was my bad. From this one. All right. So take the nut and the washer off. Again, one thing I'll give this company, I see so much nylock here. That's sweet. Usually you don't see that in things like this. So I might have to pull that down. Those go on, then put your 2 washers on, and then put your 2 nuts lightly on. 16 on one end, 18 on the other. Make sure that they're both flipped to tighten it. Yay for bendy head ratchets. This one you want to make sure is tight as well, because if you are going to hitch this to an ATV, this is your main support. So if these loosen off while you're driving, you're going to lose your whole load. Once you've gone ahead and you can see it's completely cinched down, and you might even have it once again denting it a little bit. I always do it so it's got a little bit of a dent going on. Just makes it go a little bit better. Once we've done that, what we want to do is actually slide our tires on. Make sure your valves are on the outside. Way easier for if you have to fill up in a pinch. I mean, you could if you wanted to just say but I would highly suggest putting the valves to the outside. Next, you're gonna need a pair of pliers. You're gonna need to open the next screw packet with the cotters and the washers. What you're gonna do is, let's see if I can flip this over a little bit. Put this on, slip your cotter pin through, and then bend down the one tab all the way around, and then bend the other one up. Do the rest with the pliers. Basically, that's how you're gonna make sure your pin stays. There we go. Perfect. Do it to the other ones.
That is what your clip should look like when you bend them out, so that way those cotter pins don't come out.
Gone ahead and done that. You can do a couple things now. You can either flip it onto its feet first, or you can finish it up. I think I'm gonna settle for flipping it up. Just like that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so from this point, let's go ahead and put the handle on. Well, tell them what to do next, Mika. You're the brains behind all of this. Once again, nut and washer off. Take your handle, put it like this. Once you put the handle there, put that there, put this here, the washer nut, just like you've been used to. And let's go ahead and once again, tighten this up. We're 22 on this side and 24 on this side. Oh. What, you gonna hold that side for me? Thank you. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's getting there. Let's see how tight we actually are. I think we can go a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Again, it's nylock, so don't worry too much. Okay, we already have a working cart. Holy smokes, that's cool. Let's see, do the wheels turn? They do. Now I tighten them up a little bit, but as you can see, if this cart's empty, they don't want to turn, it doesn't want to turn that easy, so I might end up loosening that bolt just a tiny bit, because take a look. Oh, actually, it's perfect. It's trying to move, but it's not quite. So if you have any sort of load on it, it'll be fine. But I'd probably put it 1 or 2 turns looser if you're going to be like doing runs. So let's say you flip this around, because you're doing the ATV fun stuff. So as you can see, this actually comes out. I think it's, which one is it? This probably comes out of here. But yeah, it's like that. And then this one would come out of here. Like that. Pin comes down here. And then that becomes an ATV receiver hitch that you would attach to your ATV, and then you can tow it. For me, I'm going to be using the handle for right now, so I'm going to pop this back out. Put this back through. And put this one back through. Don't lose your pins. So last but not least, let's put the side rails on. So if you're like me and you're going to use the side rails, what you'll do is you'll take these and you'll see that they're bent inward, these little hooks, and you'll just take them, lock them in like so, and flip them up. Now when you do that, you might need to try and hold them, because you have to have that and then you need one like so. See if this works. For me, just like that. I'm going to try and show you this up close because I want you to see how it goes. So see, there's the little feet. And they go like this and claw into the bar. Right there and right there. Okay. Now see how it's not lining up yet? So you have to do this. Turn it. See, it goes like this, pushes in, then out, and then turn down. So you push it in, then out, and then turn down. And do the same with the other side. Line it up, and then push these in, turn into the latch, and then bend down. And you might want to strap these, because if you're bouncing pretty good, I could totally, you might even want to tighten these up. I can see that there's bolts here, because if you're like off-roading a little bit, and you don't tighten these up, I could totally see these bouncing open and then dumping whatever you have in here. Holy smokes. What a sturdy looking cart. That's awesome. Now, if you wanted to, you could put this rubber mat in. I will not be doing that because my problem is I drive in the elements and stuff like that. And I also am going to be leaving this outside. If I were to leave that in there, it's just going to collect stuff. I'd rather stuff just pass right through it. So it's up to you. If you want, go ahead. If you're going to store it indoors, and go ahead and put that rubber in, because it'll be perfect. It'll be a nice flat plane for you, especially if you're going to put a Mica in there. But we're not going to. For me, I'm actually using this as a garbage can holder because my problem is the wind keeps knocking them over. I was originally going to attach it to the house, but instead I decided, well, why don't I just get something like this? I could throw 2 cans in it because that's all I need. One for recycling and one for garbage. And then I can strap them down with bungee cables. One right here and one that just goes up and over and up and over. And I might even get my glass container in there. Again, it's really overkill. But I got this thing for a wicked price. I only got this for like 169 bucks on sale at Princess Auto in Canada here. But either way, if you're gonna put the rubber mat in, pretty easy. Just pick it up and drop it in. Thanks again for watching. Press like if it helped you out, and subscribe for more.